So I read that you had improvised a lot of dialogue for this film and also worked with Damien to rework, a bunch of the script. How was it for you coming into this first big Hollywood film and not only coming in, but also really taking ownership over your character and your lines?
I mean, it was the greatest experience in my life, but also I had to learn English, I mean, that was hard. That was hard because sometimes I had like ideas, for lines and things like that, and I wasn't like fast enough to translate myself into English.
Can I just jump in and say, it's hard to improvise on the spot, take and take again. I was never less than awestruck that Diego could do it in a second language, and he would be funny and witty. You had your comedic timing. You'd come up with the most brilliant things in the moment in your second language. I mean, it was crazy.
And that's because Damian gave me like a lot of preparation. I mean, for me, this was like a 8 months project. So he flew me here, and I worked with a dialect coach. So yeah, but that was probably my first challenge doing Babylon, like have to talk in another language.
And then Margot, you always seem like you give so much to every role that you do, but I feel like it's on another whole level with this.
She does. Doesn't seem, she does.
It's incredible. So how is it for you to go to like every extreme in this movie and then make sure that you're also playing someone who the audience knows is like a real character, a real person?
I loved it. I mean, but that's true to who she is. She would never not give 150% with everything, good and bad. I mean, if she's mad, she's really mad. And if she's happy, she's really happy. But, it didn't ever feel forced with Nellie because Nellie is that big. And her reactions are extreme every single time. Totally disproportionate to the situation most of the time. But I kind of love that. And I get a real kick out of that. It's an adrenaline rush.
Brad, this movie is so much about people navigating changes in Hollywood, which is something you've done incredibly well, obviously. But I'm curious, after all of the work that you've done, what stuck out to you the most about being a part of this film?
First of all, it's Damien Chazelle. When he came on with Whiplash, it was something new and fresh, and it had a kinetic energy that I hadn't seen before. And, he's 3 for 3. Now he's 4 for 4 in my mind. This one, it was different in the sense that there's always something new I'm finding with new directors, and everyone has their own language and style. And what Damien would get so much. I mean, you look at this photo, that's real. That's not CG. This is all going on at once, and somehow he's able to capture it all. And this thing moves at a pace is like, again, something I haven't been a part of. So it's just that. It's just like keeping up, really.
This film is like a 3-hour epic. It's massive. It's huge. So if you had to describe it each in one word, what would you choose?
One. Can I have 2? Body and bold. How's that?
Magical.
Future.
Thank you all so much for your
All
time.
right, thanks.